In my video from yesterday, we spoke about the little back and forth between Khabib Nurmagomedov and Conor McGregor on Instagram. Now, earlier today, Nate Diaz got involved. It all started when Conor posted the video of him and Paulie Malignaggi's confrontation to his Instagram. In the caption of the video, he mentions how Khabib was complaining to the ref too much during their fight. Conor says if anybody should have been complaining, it should have been him, because he says Khabib held onto his legs for 4 minutes straight. Khabib ended up responding to Conor with this. It's a video of him tapping Conor out, and he said, "You will live with this shame all your life. Hashtag tap machine, hashtag McTapper." And then Nate Diaz got into the mix and replied to Khabib with this. Nate said, "I slapped you in your head, you and your team didn't do shit. Live with that, you're all pussies." Khabib replied to Nate with a video of the confrontation, and he wrote, "You was hiding behind security and ran away, coward. It's clear on the video. We just smashed your team that night, you punk."
Oh, get the fuck out of here!
And Nate replied once more saying, "Be real. You know what happened, live with it." Tony Ferguson posts some interesting training footage to his Instagram. Anderson Silva reveals he's interested in fighting Nick Diaz again. Silva, in a recent interview with MMA Junkie, went on to say, "I think the fight with Nick Diaz would be a very cool fight. Very interesting. Because our last fight, both of us ended up getting caught in the doping, and it was a no contest, so actually the fight didn't exist. But I think Nick is a guy who has a name, a guy who has a history in the sport. And what we can't accept is going into the UFC's game of wanting to use these legends that they have to promote these young guys. I've talked about this a lot with Nick and with other athletes as well. We don't have an issue with fighting any of these kids. We don't have an issue, we just want to be respected for everything we have built in this sport. Never in my early trajectory, I'd never call out anyone. I always let things happen naturally, and I think it can't be different." And Michael Bisping on the Believe You Me podcast speaks on Jon Jones. Bisping says that if Jones dropped the whole Jesus act and stayed true to himself, he would like Jon a lot more.
He's not making everybody laugh at press conferences. He's not endearing them with charm. He's not. Everyone's not like, "Whoa, I just love Jon Jones, man. What a guy." No, what they like to see is him going out there and beating people up. Okay, and if he was more like that and he was true to himself, didn't give a fuck, and he dropped the fucking Jesus act and all that stuff, I'd love him way more, because I don't mind a person that I want to see beating people up in the octagon. I don't mind seeing them being bad motherfuckers, because guess what? To stomp on someone's face like that, to elbow them into oblivion, you got to have a certain mindset. Do you know what I mean? You got to find that nastiness. You got, not everybody, but still it helps. But as we've said a million times on this podcast, just fucking own it, John. You know what I mean? Stop trying to be the good guy.
And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Make sure you subscribe to Planet MMA and click the bell to be notified when we post videos. And also check out our website at planetmma.com for news, blogs, forums, and our exclusive MMA merchandise. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. These comments are in reference to the recent back and forth between Khabib and Conor. First one says, "It's really hard to take Conor seriously when he hasn't backed any of his shit up for the last 2 years." The second one says, "Khabib is living in Conor's head since he tapped." And the final one says, "Conor, you told him let's wrestle at the press conference."
Let's wrestle. 6 October, let's wrestle.
Those were the 3 top comments from the last video. If you want to be featured in the next video, make sure you leave a comment on this one. Oh, and also don't forget to drop a like as well. I'm out.
What's up, Planet MMA?
What's up, Planet MMA?
What's up, Planet MMA?
It's Dustin Poirier. Check out Fight Ready in the link below.
Check out Fight Ready in the link below.
This is Junior Dos Santos, and I'm here to invite you guys to check Fight Ready on the link below.
If you've ever been interested in training like a UFC fighter or getting in shape, listen up. Planet MMA has teamed up with Phil DeRue and his new online training program, Fight Ready. Phil trains the top MMA athletes in the game, such as Dustin Poirier, Frankie Edgar, King Mo, Junior Dos Santos, and Edson Barbosa. Going to MMA gyms or hiring a personal trainer can get extremely expensive over time, so if you want to get in shape and train like a fighter for an affordable and only one-time price, check out Fight Ready in the description below. Use code PlanetMMA to get 20% off your purchase.
Wow! That's fucking insane!